And recording. So I'm finding myself in a pretty bad mood tonight and the last couple of days. So I'm trying to revisit bands that I remember liking to try to put myself in a good mood. And oh, I didn't cross that off for the last one. um Periphery was a band I really liked, and I think I reacted to two songs by them. I think the last one was Satellites, first one was Reptile, and they were both from the same record, Hail Stan. And I had a couple of requests to do a bunch of other songs by them, and I think I was gonna go for a different album, but the one I clicked on right now, Follow Your Ghost, is also from the very same album, Periphery 4, Hail Stan. And this one's about 5.5 minutes. And again, I remember loving them. They were very experimental. Uh, yeah, and I'm not necessarily in a good mood, so hearing something from a band I liked, from an album I liked, should pick my spirits back up. So let's go! Like that, Rick.
Embrace the doorway when everything's fading away. Take a breath, take time, we're going to dying. To fall in love with the hero with the fire. So fucking fool. The shore will dry up on this day. You find the perfect fight. Turn out this college, tomorrow is forever away. You'll never forget. Turn out this college, tomorrow is forever away. Don't ever forget, don't ever forget. I'll break the torrent, they never mistake the meaning. Burning, ready to light that. You fall in line with the number 27. Fucking forward. Your soul will dry up on this day. You find the perfect fight. Turn out this college, tomorrow is forever away. You'll never forget. There'll be no one just running like a saint. With a little stammered and then it goes scream lobotomy. So quickly it came in an instant and it's gone. The bloody trail of fame and fortune is straight and light. Golden light. You blink, you try, blink, you try. You blink, you try, no push and blow. No crucible, the pandemonium of his side.
I know it's an awkward place to pause my. Uh, I've been bad at stopping exactly where I want to stop lately, and my hand-eye coordination is hampered a little bit while I drink. So this is more of a straightforward kind of just hard edge kind of song as opposed to the previous two songs I heard, which is cool. Again, variety. You like to see that from an artist so that all their songs don't sound exactly the same. You want to be able to click on a different track and have a slight difference in what you hear. I remember being caught off guard the first couple of times because it was such a high pitched voice. And this kind of starts with more of an aggressive growling at the onset. So, yeah, the deep riffs, the triplets, and just the heavy double kicks and in the bass drum, it just starts really dank, if that's the right word. Um, just a heavy sound to this, a lot of low frequencies. And it's cool too because with Reptile, there was a bunch of movement in the music. Like it changed from like a heavier singing to a lighter singing. There was a lot more variation between the sections of the song, which makes sense if the song was called Reptile, because you think of reptiles as kind of like molting and they change into something else, like snakes shitting skin kind of thing. So you're constantly evolving and changing. So that makes sense. And then with satellites, that high pitched voice again, you think of something really high and far away. The voice kind of mimics that. With Follow Your Ghost, you think of something, a ghost, something that used to be there. So it kind of makes sense to have kind of this like echoey kind of distortion, the delay kind of sound, which I don't know if that's intentional or not, but these are just dots my mind is kind of connecting. Uh, and Follow Your Ghost makes me think of like going into your own past and kind of, huh, you're your own ghost. I don't know if that's what they're saying because I'm not looking at the lyrics, but I tend not to look at lyrics the first time if I can prevent myself from doing that. But just kind of the thought processes that I'm in. Excuse me, my words. I'm stumbling. Um, Follow your ghost, as in your own past. That's kind of what I interpret this as. So you're kind of looking at yourself and what you used to do. And it makes sense that it would be so ominous and dark because you like to think you're always improving. So the place that you just came from, you're starting from the bottom, now you're here. Let's see, rewind a little bit more. Go.
Just running like a sight with a little scabbard and that eagle scream will part of me and watching dry and now the sun is set. I'll never forget, I'll never forget.
Don't ever forget.
They won't control you. Splitting soul and suits, failing completion. This world is haunting me. Now they fucking love me. This house feeling completion. Not
Huh. Like the switch.
waves crash upon the shore of you. Precipice, my knuckle fist, it's all on your side. So cut low, 'cause there's no tomorrow, no tomorrow, no. Allow your hero fall. The corpse will swing in all
So I don't know if it's just the name "Follow Your Ghost," or whether it's the sort of background vocals that happened within the first like 2 minutes of the where it had more of a melodic approach to it, where I was kind of thinking of the band Ghost, which obviously like that has more of like an ABBA kind of feel to them. This is more just dark, but like I was getting hints of that. I don't know why. Just again the dots my mind kind of connects. Let's see if someone has the lyrics here. Synchronized lyrics. Okay. Embrace the doorway when everything's fading away. If everything's fading away, the doorway's the only way you can go. So people think of doorways as portals. You change, take a breath, take time. A poet die, and you'll fall in love with a hero in the fire. You like to think of yourself as always being in the fire, and you're the protagonist in your own story. So you'll fall in love with a hero, fall in love with the idea of yourself as. So fuck it. Fall back. The shore will dry up on this day. You'll find the perfect lie. Blood ink. The shore will dry up on this day as if the water's receding. Because you like to think of the tide as bringing in freshness, uh, the newness of the day. The day starts with the tide coming in. If it's receding, the days are numbered or everything's the same. So the boringness, the complacency of doing the same thing over and over. There's you can equate a death with repetition sometimes. I don't know if that's what they mean. Dead end is calling. Tomorrow is forever away. Because you live in it now, but you're also dwelling on the past all the time. So the future seems like you can't ever reach it, even though you're constantly folding into it because the present only lasts a moment at a time. So tomorrow is forever away. They'll never forget. Dead end is calling. Tomorrow's forever away. They'll never forget. They'll never forget. Now paint the door red as opposed to black. It's Rolling Stones humor. They'd never mistake the meaning. Blood ink, blood ink. Because if you're painting it red, is that a biblical reference from in Egypt? Lamb's blood on the door because the God killing the firstborn. What is that? Creeping death from Metallica. Blood ink, ready to lie dead. And fall in line with the number 27. 27, I hear, is supposed to be like a magical number. I don't know why. 2 and 7 adds up to 9. 9 is 3 times 3. 3 is a holy trinity. Trinity of trinities. So fucking fall back. The shore will dry up on this day. If it is creeping death, Egypt, the shore will dry up. All the babies being killed, the shore, the new water being brought up at the beginning of the day. You'll find the perfect high. Blood ink. Dead end is calling. Tomorrow is forever away. Tomorrow will be forever away if you're killing the newborn babies, firstborn sons. Huh. I don't know if this is what it actually is referencing, but this kind of thread that I'm on now, it's all kind of making sense. No brain, no heart, just rotting legacy. All the little stab wounds in that eagle scream lobotomy, because you a lot of people think of their kids as reflections of themselves, and they try to force um, specific behaviors on them, like, no, you're a direct copy of me, you can't get out of line and be your own person. So it's anything that they do that's different from you is a stab wound to your own ego, because people don't understand that they're so quickly it came. In an instant, it is gone. The bloody trail of fame and fortune has drained that life, of that life. That goes back to the ego. But it's sort of a thing where it's also saying how by trying to force your own viewpoints on the new generation, your kids, the children, how you're preventing the future from happening because you're trying to have them be direct copies of you, which means that you're stuck in the present and there's no progress. You can't evolve. You're following your ghost being your past. It bled you dry. Bled you dry. It bled you dry. No push, no pull. No crucible. That's a funny word considering what I'm saying. The pandemonium is high chaos. No brain, no heart, just rotting legacy. All the little stab wounds in that ego scream, lobotomy! It bled you dry, and now the sun is set. Uh, sun is set, that means everything's done. It's end of the day. You like to think the future is like repetitive days, but metaphor of the sun is set is just death. They'll never forget. They'll never forget. The way he's repeating that, um, it's not just like you're steeped in tradition. They'll never forget. They'll never forget. It's like that's all you're teaching them. It's all you're teaching them is the past, and that's it. Not how to live, just what happened previously, not what to do now or what to do later. It's just no, no. This is what happened, and that's all. Tear the road in two. Fate won't control you. You should tear the road in two because what is being taught, you have to kind of veer off that path sometimes and find your own way and find your own road because fate won't control you. You're your own person, free will. Splitting souls ensue because, again, the father figure tries to create a copy, but you split the soul because they're a part of you, but they're not you. So there's a split. Failing completion, not whole. Ooh, this world is hunting me because you're different, and they want you to conform. And so anytime you stand out and you are different, that's when they come at you and say, "No, you must be like me," which is stupid. Splitting soul ensues, falling, failing completion, not whole. Red waves its blood crash upon the shore of you because you're dying. Because again, that's someone else. Your child is becoming someone else. So crash upon the shore of you because you are dying. Your ego is dying because they're not your clone. And you won't live forever. The precipice, white knuckle fist, as you're punching. It's all on your side, so cut low because there's no tomorrow. No tomorrow. No. Because essentially, again, if we're going on this kid's metaphor, their future is not necessarily your future. If there's the two paths, the road splits, they're going a different direction from where you're going. So there's the tomorrow is theirs if you're in the past, if you're following the ghost. Your ghost. Because oh, how your hero falls. Because again, you're the hero in this story. Because you think of yourself as the protagonist. The corpse will swing in all its glory. Remembering the love once shared in life, but now it's over. Drink, blow. Chemicals will rise so I can ease the guilt from the escape. you're getting dependent on drugs and suffering depression because you're understanding that things are changing and that makes you angry. Oh, nothing can change because I'm here. So everything should be exactly the same. It's that ego death. So chemicals. You start drinking. You start partaking in. So cut low, cut low, cut low. Fuck! Draining all the blood. Your hero falls. Guitar solo. It bled you dry, bled you dry, bled you dry. It bled you dry, bled you dry. The pandemonium is high. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Is based off the lyrics and kind of the way the song presented itself. Excuse me. Um, Lots of delay, lots of distortion. So you're distorting the truth, and you're living in the past, and your focus seems to be on maintaining your own lifestyle and maintaining your own well-being and just kind of living in a way that you thought. It's like how some people romanticize the past. They look at it through rose colored glasses, which are red like blood. Um, and you think that just because you came up a certain way, that other people should also go through that exact same path. But the world changes, things evolve, things are different now than they were then. So people are going to be different. So if you're just following your ghost, if you're just implementing your own version of the past of what happened to you, that's a detriment to people, and that keeps them from seeing the tomorrow, which is so far away. They'll never forget. There's a line, tradition is peer pressure from dead people. I just felt that was necessary to say there. It was interesting. Very interesting. I liked this song a lot. It was more straightforward of the three that I've listened to. I don't think I did a lyric breakdown of the other two. So, because this one was a little shorter, I kind of wanted to, but also just because of the kind of theme for the night of what I've been sort of the way I've been reacting to songs and videos. Excuse me. Tonight, I kind of felt the need to give it more of a breakdown. And given where my head is at, I think I approached it with a kind of unique perspective tonight that I otherwise might not have. But yeah, great song. I really like this band. Click.